Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Xevoz Sapiens Shadow Blade Battling Figure Kit by Hasbro. This Shadow Blade kit is part of a 2-pack that includes Shadow Blade and Bone Cutter of the Sectoid faction. Now we're going to go ahead and focus just on the Shadow Blade in this video, and we'll dedicate a separate video for Bone Cutter. Now this set originally came out in 2003 and was the first of the 2-packs from the Xevoz line. The 2-packs contain not only the 2 figures, but also 2 game boards. There was a gaming component for the Xevoz line, which I never bothered to learn. I really just bought them for these cool figures. And the Xevoz line was a line that was licensed from the Stikfa figures based on the ball-socketed joint system, and Hasbro, I guess, acquired the license to produce figures based on this design and created their own universe or universes based on this gaming component and these different factions, of which Shadow Blade is a member of the Neo Sapiens. Taking a look at the package here, you can see the 2-pack came in a I guess a rectangular box here, and you can see some clear plastic going through here with the components on the inside there, and really a nice designed I guess artwork on here. It's very cool. There's a side view of the Sectoid and Bone Cutter there, and it's another side view of the Neo Sapiens and Shadow Blade in particular right there. And then we have here the back of the package, which really describes what Xevoz is all about. And you see on here on the left side, you see the 2 figures of Shadow Blade and Bone Cutter here, and all of these different gaming components which tie to different parts or weapons of each of the figures. And then you have a clearer picture here of the 2 figures. And then one of the best things about Xevoz is the interchangeability, because all of the major joints are separate pieces that are joined together by ball-socketed joints, and you can mix and match with whatever you want to create. And this came out around the same time as the Bionicle system, Lego Bionicle system, which is also based on ball-socketed joints. But with this case in the Xevoz, each of the parts are not too generic like the Lego Bionicles, but actually more specifically molded for a particular type. You can see a shape of the leg here, or the arms here, or the heads. And one of the neat things about each of these individual figures here, they come with interchangeable heads, different style heads, and different weapon accessories. It's really cool system. Unfortunately, only lasted a couple of years at most, and about 3 waves at the most as well. But let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back with the parts that come with the Shadow Blade figure. Okay, we're back, and we have the entire contents of this 2-pack out here ready for display. And we're just going to focus on the Shadow Blade, so I'll show you all of the different parts for the Shadow Blade and just gloss over the other parts here, and we'll do the other parts first. First up, I have these in Ziploc bags, because without these Ziploc bags I would have surely lost all the parts. So I do have Ziploc bags for every Xevoz figure that I have, because just all the extra pieces that you get, because you don't have to use every single piece. You can just create the basic figure you want, and they give you extra pieces, which is really cool. And this here are all the pieces that come with the Bone Cutter. You can see it's greenish in theme in color, and even has some translucent parts for the wings here. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if it's a shield or part of the carapace for this sectoid here, and of course the gaming components. And also in the 2-pack were these game boards. See, these thick pieces of cardboard that folded out. I guess it provided 2 different types of terrains, not 4 that I thought. Here, this one is a desert hive battle terrain, and if you fold it out, it probably has something related to the bone cutter's home, you could say. And this one is probably home to the Shadow Blade, although it's not very descriptive. Like I said, I don't know how to play this, and it's got these icons on both sides. This looks like the game board part. And here you got a start here and a start for the other side probably. And like I said, these fold out, and these look like different areas of attack. And you got some pluses here, probably bonuses for your attacks or defenses, even a +3 here. So, but it came with 2 of them. Probably one native to one particular faction. And we have here the parts for Shadow Blade. Now I had to put these parts back in the bag because I had a figure assembled prior to shooting the video, and disassembled him just for this video. And we'll go ahead and take a look at all of the contents specific to Shadow Blade here. And you can see it comes with quite a few parts and some documents and some stickers that we'll go over. First up, we have here Xevoz Battle Terrain. These are the gaming rules here for the 2-pack. And it shows you how you can actually put a particular figure together. And like I said, there is more than one way you could do it. And here's how to assemble the gaming dice, basically. It's called the Battle Helix in the game. And there's a picture of the board. And some more rules on here. And this guy here is a different Xevoz figure. And they show you figures from, I guess this was the first wave. You have Skulljack there. And Alpha Ranger, which happens to be my favorite out of all of the Xevoz sets. And was most overproduced as well. And then you have Razor Claw here, who's a Meta Beast. We have here a Biomecha named Sledge Trooper. And then you have here Inferno Fury as part of the Hyper Furies, basically elementals in the game. And here's a sample shot of how to, I guess, create your own figure. If you got some wacky imagination, you can create whatever fits on these ball sockets. And these ball joints and the sockets, they're pretty much all of the same size, so you can have some really crazy creations. And here is a data file specific for Shadow Blade. It's a fold-out piece, and it shows you one way or different ways to configure a Shadow Blade figure. You can see that the set came with 2 different heads on there, a variety of accessories and weapons on there, and it shows you how to properly insert the ball joints into the sockets and how to safely remove them. Although these socketed joints are very sturdy. I have not had a single joint break or snap on me. It's made of a durable plastic, and like I said, I don't be overly rough with these figures, but I've had a few times where I've really twisted it the wrong way and it just hasn't broken off. And I've had this set for over 8 years now, and I could see some more designs on there. And here they show you a couple samples of how to assemble a potential Shadow Blade character there. And a picture of Atlantia. I don't know if that's one of the cities from which this Neo-Sapien comes from. Here we have some quick rules on how to play the game on there. And we have here yet another pamphlet to show you how to take the joints and put them in and out. At least the easiest way to do it on there. And here we have a sheet of stickers that you can apply to, I guess, various body parts or weapons if you really wanted to customize your look on here. I never bothered to apply any of the stickers from any of the sets. I just left my imagination to fill in the details on this set. On here, you can see some pouches here, probably arm stickers here. I'm not sure if those are face stickers or logos or what on there. But that's kind of cool. And we have here all of the parts to put together a Shadow Blade character. You have these gaming components first. You just stick these. I'm sure there's a method to putting these in here, or at least a proper way to display the battle helix here, I guess specific to whatever part you're going to use for your figure. I'm just jamming these in here just to show you what it looks like on here. Whoops, that looks like it came loose, and we'll plug that in, and then you take the other end of this battle helix and you basically just squeeze them together. They go in there, and this is your battle helix. It's basically just a die, a specific die for a specific part. You can see here, this is for the head, hypnotrance, I'm sorry. And we have here a hand, I guess attack, iron fist. I'm not sure what that is on there, but you basically roll that across, and whatever's faced up is your bonus, or I guess penalty, I'm not sure. Like I said, I never played the game, but that's a battle helix. They gave you enough to create one full battle helix plus an extra one here. And I guess you could use other sets if you decide to use other parts from other sets on that. We'll just quickly go over some of the parts here. We have the upper torso here. You usually only get one of the upper torsos. You got two leg pieces here. They're sculpted to look like flared out pants, I guess. We have an accessory part here. What looks like the lower leg, maybe, because this is where the foot would probably go, but just based on what I recognize on the angle of this ball joint there. We have one of the heads here. And let me see if I can find the other head here. There's the other head there. It's pretty cool. So you have your choice of heads, or you can just use a head from a different set altogether. This looks like an armor piece. If you wanted to get underwater, there's a flipper if you wanted to use. Here's a foot. The obligatory brass knuckle on here. It seems like every set had one of these. Looks like a backpack set and a couple blades of different sizes on there. It's just a variety of stuff here. And we'll be right back, and I'm going to put together one possible configuration of Shadow Blade. Okay, we're back, and we have one possible configuration of Shadow Blade here. Now, I put a figure here with basically the most essential parts, the head, torso, legs, and arms on here. And with that together, there aren't too many extra body parts left. I think the only extra part they give you is the extra head on here, and everything else is basically armor or weapons on this particular set. So it doesn't look like they gave you too many options for the at least the basic body design, other than the head there. But I just wanted to point out the really cool things about this Xevoz figure in its most basic form. And taking a look here, it's very generic, and it's about this one here is about 5 inches in scale, so it's about the basic height of a Halo Reach figure. And you can see here all of the ball joints at the major parts or joints of the body here, and you can see a ball joint connecting the upper and lower torso there, and you can see it on the legs and on the knees, and also the ankles as well. And you have to remember, this is a set that came out in 2003, so having a hyper articulated figure back in 2003 was not rare, it's just uncommon to see. And that was one of the things that drew me to the Xevoz line, was the articulation and the interchangeability of these figures. And just to go over the basic articulation of this figure here, everything is on a ball joint or ball socketed joint. So The head can go down about that much, but if you wanted to, you can have the head go all the way back. And of course, you can probably go all the way around on there, even side to side. It's just all on a ball joint system. The arms, of course, can go all the way around. Can go out and in, and even all the way around at the shoulder there. The elbows are, again, on the ball system, so it can go all the way around, in and out. The wrists can go upwards and back and all the way around. The torso couldn't go back very much because of the stem of the joint there runs into the lower torso there, but it can go down about that much, which is really cool. It can go all the way around, side to side, so any kind of combination you can see with the figure here. The legs at the hips can go up that high, that far back if you wanted to, probably all the way around, out to the side, even all the way around on there. The knees can bend that far back, that far forward, all the way around, side to side. And ankles allows the foot to go down that far, up that high. If you want ankle pivot that far in, even that far out. So just a wide variety of poses. And the feet here are very flat. It even has a hole there if you wanted to peg it into something. But with the right balance, you can have this guy on one foot, basically. So that's just really, really cool. Just with the combination of the ball joints, the flat foot, and just a relatively lightweight of the figure. You can really have this guy in a whole bunch of poses. And that's what was really, really cool about this. And also, it was generic enough to fit into any universe you wanted to imagine. And I've even seen customs of this particular Shadow Blade figure used as for Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Snake Eyes, and just a wide variety. And that's a good thing about Xevoz, was a whole bunch of different themes. This obviously is a science fiction theme. You had fantasy themes, superhero themes, horror themes. You had a whole bunch of stuff, and it's just really, really cool. And let's go ahead and put some of the accessories here. And I used Shadow Blade as part of my my homage to the Alien Legion line of comics from the 80s. That was basically a French Foreign Legion in space, and had a whole variety of I guess different alien species working together to defend the galaxy. And the Shadow Blade here was one of the characters in what my group called the Mother Legion. Like I said, it was a homage to Alien Legion back in the day. And he was basically, not my ninja, but a scout character of the group. And he had the night vision goggles here. I used this head. I never used the, I guess, more ninja head there. And I had him just with these blades. They would go out, scout the area on whatever planet they had to come upon to respond to a particular call or whatever. And I just love these guys. These are just my favorite action figure, just because of the posability, and you can just fit it into anything you wanted to think up on there. But this here is the Xevoz Shadow Blade figure from the Neo Sapien faction. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.